This
questions.
is the Chicago restaurant story.
Oh, this is good, though. This is good. You should hear this.
Kim knows this is coming, too. We play in the Cubs, and my daughter Dawn lives up there. So when we go to Chicago, we would go to dinner with Dawn and her family, and they would be the nights that Joe would go to dinner, and more often than not, he'd go to dinner by himself. And so we have that night off after an afternoon game. The next morning, we get on the bus to go to Wrigley Field, playing the day game, and he gets on the bus. He said, "You'll never believe what happened last night." I said, "Well, knowing it's coming out of your mouth, I probably won't, but go ahead." He said, "I went to the Saloon," which was a restaurant around the corner from the hotel. Nice steakhouse. Unfortunately, it's no longer there, but it had a baseball theme to it. And he said, "I'm sitting there having dinner by myself, and I look up and I see this young guy walking across the dining room. And he comes over and he said, Mr. Nuxhall, can I sit down?" And Joe said, "Sure." And so he said, "I just want you to know that I was born and raised in the Cincinnati area, and I grew up listening to you and Al, and then you and Marty." And he said, "I wanted to be a Reds player one day." And he said, "I just didn't have the talent. But I saw you sitting over here, and I just wanted to come over and tell you how much I appreciate the work that you all have done over these years as far as the Reds are concerned." And he said, "You'll never guess who his mom and dad are." I said, "Who?" He said, "Nick and Nina Clooney." I said, "Wait a minute." Well, whenever I came at him like that, then he gets defensive. He said, "What do you mean, wait a minute?" I said, "Did you get his first name?" I don't know what the hell his first name was. I said, "Would you know it if you heard it?" He said, "Well, how would you know?" I said, "Could his first name have been George?" That's who it was. Honest God, honest truth, honest truth. I said, "Joe, you happen to be talking to one of the top 2 or 3 most powerful people in motion pictures." I don't give a damn who it was. That's the gospel truth.